Hey guys, it's Mika Coleman here with Tax Deed and Overage Education, and today I want to talk about the three biggest obstacles that you may encounter in overages as of 2024. Actually, I think it's time true and tested. I think it's still been the same thing. You just get better and better at it as you practice. Practice does make perfect. So I'm going to go over, I feel that is one of the three biggest obstacles that I've seen within my students, within myself, sometimes in my masterminds, and it still remains the same. And if you stay till the end, I promise you number three is going to shock you. So let's talk about number one. Number one obstacle that I feel that a lot of people have challenges when it comes to overages is locating the claimant. Now, I know that this may sound strange, but it's by far I call one of the major obstacles, because when I do my masterminds, people say, hey, I haven't found a claimant. I'm like, well, this is real life claims. I don't just hand them to you on a platter. I just hand you the leads. I hand you everything that you need to help you find the claimants. So number one of the biggest obstacles in overages today is finding the claimants. Literally, that's one of the biggest obstacles. But if you could get over that hump, I promise you there is a lot more money to come behind that. And so how I have been able to overcome that challenge is by hiring a team. I start off by hiring skip tracers, and then if they're really good claims, then I go into looking for them myself, which means digging deep or finding a private investigator. But I like to keep it simple. Skip tracers are hit or miss. Haven't found any great ones, but I do have a PI that I do have on staff now when I really want to locate large claimants or corporations that are people behind the corporations, the LLCs or corporations. So number one is honestly finding the claimants. Number two, it's all about timing, you guys. Number two, the obstacle, it just never ceased to amaze me. It's literally all about timing. Now, when I talk about timing and the obstacle in overages, I'm talking about two different things. One is you got to make sure that you fall within the redemption period, meaning if you get a list and some counties will only allow up to a year. Some counties only allow up to 90 days. So timing is of essence for some of these. So I would say that's the obstacle, because if you can't find the claimant and then you're on this time frame, then it can oftentimes be difficult. So I would just encourage you to make sure that you at least have a 90-day leadway. But most of the counties that I've worked allow you a year. Some are 5 years, some are indefinite. So you can always work those. But the second timing is the timing of the claimant. And so I like to tell you a little story about that, because I also feel that once you do find the claimant and you overcome obstacle number one, I feel like it's all about timing with the claimant, right? Because you could find the claimant, but they may be busy or they may have something going on, or, it's just, I remember I was working with this one claimant, and literally it took about 4 or 5 months, only because the claimant was busy, and then he would cancel meeting with the notary, and then he said he didn't get the document. So timing is important, not only to the county, but also the claimant, what stage in their life. But I've had some good ones too, where it was perfect timing for the claimant, meaning they needed the money, so they executed fast. So it just really depends on the claimant and where they are. But it also, number two, the most important thing is know the timing of your county, because that could be a huge obstacle if you're new in your working list and you don't know the redemption periods or the time frames. You could do all this work for nothing. But number three, it's going to shock you because it sounds crazy, but number three is actually convincing the claimant that you have money for them. Yes, that is one of the obstacles. And at first, when I got off the phone with someone saying I'm not interested, I always try to play back what I said. And now I have a software where I can record my call so I could listen to it to get better, because I don't have like a, what do you call that, a crystal ball to know exactly what to say to a claimant. Now, I do have scripts. I do have a way of how I approach claimants. I think that is everything. Everybody has their own way. I don't think there's one set perfect way. I think it's all about you and your personality, but it also, I think in this business, it has taught me a lot about listening. You have to listen for the cues in this business for sure. If I haven't learned anything else, I've learned to listen. So the number 3 obstacle is actually convincing the claimant that there's money out there for them. Because as you guys know, there are a lot of scams out there. However, I have to say, as the economy kind of sort of starting to decline, people are losing their jobs, people have less cash at hand, some claimants are open to the idea. They're a little bit more friendly as of late. I just want to say that because I have worked at this other county at the beginning of the year, and it was not nice. Like, they didn't care what kind of money they had. They were just so rude. But anyway, those are the 3 most main, but those are the most 3 obstacles that I feel that have been consistent in my overage journey. If you have any other questions, or if you have any other ideas of what you have been experienced, please drop it in the comments, and I would love to hear if you have had any other obstacles in overages. If you're interested in learning more and being a part of my mastermind, I am having a mastermind in 2 months. That will be in September. So if you guys are interested in doing a mastermind with me, there is a link at the bottom where you could join my mastermind. Happy investing.